October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Violence between partners can really have an impact on children. Janice Miller, Director of Client Services for the House of Ruth, is here to discuss their work with children. You know, I got to start with this, Janet. You hear a story about this, and it's got to be so disturbing for you guys at the House of Ruth.
This is such a tragic story, and unfortunately, children every day in Maryland are experiencing intimate partner violence or the effects of intimate partner violence. So this could happen at any given time.
So how can intimate partner violence impact children? I mean, this is obviously an extreme case.
Well, many parents believe that children aren't aware of the violence that is going on inside the home. Maybe they think the children are asleep, or they think that they're not really noticing what is happening. But every child who is interviewed as they grow up indicates that they knew exactly what was happening in the home.
Now, how does the House of Ruth come into play and help families in situations like this?
So one of the things that we do is help moms talk to their children about a safety plan. And that safety plan is really a way of saying, acknowledging that there is a problem in the household, but it is an adult problem, and it is not something that children are able or should be intervening in. And that the best thing to do is identify who is the safe person for that child to go to. When you see an incident occurring in the home, get out of the house, call 911 if you can. Talking to a trusted helping professional, like a coach or a church member or a school social worker, can be helpful for a child in getting help for the family.
Easier said than done. I know we were talking before we started the interview, especially when you have teenagers in the house and boys, you know, it's their innate feeling to protect their moms. Right.
Well, every child wants to make sure that their parents are safe, and every parent wants to make sure that their child is safe. When children intervene in an incident, though, it is very likely that the child will be injured in addition to the mother.
What can family members do to help in a situation like this? Maybe family members who aren't necessarily living in the home.
Sure. Family members can believe mom when she comes to them. Try not to give a victim an ultimatum, leave him or else I'm not going to help you, but be open and available for when the victim is ready to make that move. Folks can also call the House of Ruth Maryland hotline number at 410-889-7884 and get individualized safety planning tips that work for their family.
And lastly, if the fight breaks out, what advice should children, should parents have for children? What should the kids do?
Right, so children should not try to intervene. It's instinct to want to go in there and help mom, but really the safest thing for a child to do is to get out of the line of fire and to call 911 if they are able to. That way help can come and we can try to prevent any future deaths.
All right, Janice Miller, thank you so much for coming in, and hopefully that advice will help someone.